Today we're going to talk about preparing for job interviews. Good, thorough preparation for a job interview means that you spend 3 to 4 hours at least, 4 or 5 days prior to the interview, thoroughly researching the client company, the company you're going to interview with. You've got to dig down into Google, you've got to use the social media, you've got to use the social networks, and you've got to go into that interview knowing that you have earned the right actually to advance the process to a second stage because you've done your homework. When I interview people, for example, 5 minutes ago I just interviewed someone from my company, I was really impressed because she had obviously spent a long time researching our company, looking at our articles and news and PR on the internet. Now, going beyond that research, the second thing you've got to do is you've got to make sure you really understand what is the job that you're going for. So if you're working with a recruitment consultant, if you're working with a consultant from RMG, they will prepare you in a very detailed fashion. They will make sure you know what is the job you're going for, what are the responsibilities, what does the career advancement look like. You need to ask yourself, why is this interesting? Why do you want to come to this job? Why are you looking for a new opportunity, a new job? If it's just for money, then don't bother showing up. You know, no one purely moves to a new position just because of the money. The motivation has to run a lot deeper than that. You can be paid more and sit there for 10 hours a day in a job you hate. You're not going to go very far in your career. If you have any questions or concerns and you're working with a consultant from a company like RMG, ask your consultant. It's their job to help you and prepare you and to clarify any initial questions. And you'll again make a great first impression by not only knowing about the company, but being really well prepared for the technicalities of the position, knowing what the position does. For one thing, you'll save the interviewer having to repeat it to you over and again, so you'll help them. The third thing I think is really important is that presentationally, when you attend a job interview, you present yourself in the most professional, smart way possible. Everything about you says something about you. You know, from the way if you've bothered to have your hair cut, for example, before a meeting, it says that I want to look smart. If you've not had your hair cut for 6 weeks, it says I don't care about having my hair cut, which says something else about how you view the appointment. So, to keep it short, you must be in a business suit for almost all interview situations. A business suit means a suit, a shirt and a tie for gentlemen. Make sure you have a folio, a notepad that you can write down questions on, and you have questions pre-prepared on. And doing all of this will say to the interviewer, I have got a good attitude, I want the job, and probably you will immediately set yourself apart from other candidates because you're so well prepared. The final thing I would say is in metropolises like Beijing and Shanghai and Hong Kong, traffic can often be unpredictable, and it's just not good enough to say, oh, it's the Beijing traffic or it's the Shanghai subway system. You've got to be there on time. And also remember that, in fact, psychologists say that over 90% of communication is non-verbal. So they're looking at things like appearance, how you answer questions, how well prepared you are, how well you engage and build rapport with the interviewer. That is what's going to determine the result very often. And finally, call your RMG recruitment consultant immediately after the interview to give feedback, because we're there to help you.